Hey guys, what is going on? This is the GTA Wise Guy and welcome back to another GTA 5 video. Now in this one, what we're going to be doing is taking a look at the Dominator GTX. So this is the new modern Dominator. You can see it's got a big sweeping hood, completely new redesign for it. And it's primarily based off the 2018 Mustang, I believe, with some 2015 Mustang elements in it, especially with those slanted lights there, and so also some elements from the Charger as well, I believe. But I'm not too familiar with recent Chargers, so if you guys know what it is, let me know down in the comment section. But we did take a look yesterday at the new Toyota Supra. If you guys missed out on that video, I'll leave a link to a card up here in the corner. We took a look at it. I wasn't very happy with the lights. You guys had the same opinions as well. Hopefully we can improve the lights with a custom car mod, which I'll do for you guys. But we did say as well that the lights at the back were flat. General body design of the car and everything else was okay. The customization wasn't great. Wasn't too many super inspired elements in terms of customization, but there's flat lights on the back, and now there is flat lights on the back of this, but this is a modern car, you know, it's going to be LEDs, so that's completely fine with me. And the back lights look pretty awesome, and I imagine they're going to look pretty cool at night as well. So we'll be customizing this car, we'll be testing out the gameplay for it, but do remember there's all these other unreleased vehicles that I have access to as well, with my modded version of the game. So let me know down in the comment section what one of these cars you would like to see next. We've got this Ford Focus RS inspired Flash GT. We've also got this Tesseract Mad electric thing, and we've got this thing, I don't even know what it's called. We've got basically what's a Dominator Classic, but they've called it the Ellie, one of the Tuners and Outlaws requested cars. We've also got a Classic Mini here as well, a Weenie Izzy. And we've also got this Larder looking car, which I'm not too sure what it's called. I presume, oh, it's a Rune Tuberek. So basically, you can do some mad stuff for this. I've seen some pictures on Twitter. You can put cardboard, body kits and stuff on it. So we'll take a look at these, but let me know down in the comment section what one you would like to see next. There was a lot of interest for this Dominator GTX, so we will be doing this one now as well. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to subscribe, because I'll be obviously covering all of these cars throughout the rest of the week. And also, I'll be doing a custom car variant of this as well. So I do want to do a wide body for this. I would like to do a clinched kit for it. I'll probably do some other bits for it. But if you guys want to suggest some mod parts for it as well, I'll be doing some polls on my Patreon. If you guys want to consider supporting the custom builds on my Patreon as well, there'll be a link in a card up here now as well. And there'll be links in the description. Now, just quickly, before we go on to customizing it, we'll test out what this sounds like. Now, it does sound exactly like the old Dominator, which is completely fine with me. And the exhaust pops sound a little different, which is from some of the newer cars that Rockstar have brought out. And let's have a look at the actual lights as well, and we'll pop the hood and see what the hood's like. I hope we've got some cool looking V8 in there. Hopefully Rockstar haven't let us down in that respect. Right, so let's take a look and see what these lights look like at night. Right. That looks pretty sick. So it goes all around the lights at the back. That's what the tail lights look like. And we'll just turn them off and on. That looks awesome. Let's see what the brake lights are like. Whoa, the reversing light goes right across the car as well. That is pretty cool. Those lights are awesome. The front headlights, so the full beams are those like 3 slotted ones, and there's one Corona for those 3 lights in total, so they're basically just a texture, but you can't really see them properly, so that's just fine. That slanted hood is actually really cool, and without further ado, we'll make sure to look under the hood as well. Hopefully Rockstar haven't botched this one. I hope to see a cool V8 in there. Pop the hood. Ooh, boy! That actually looks pretty sick. Oh, the timing belts are moving as well. So it's got like sick cam covers on it. It's got some chrome exhausts. All the detail it needs to have, really. It's got a Vapid brace on it as well. And we've got the air filter there on top. There is a lot of detail in those cam covers and on that air filter as well, which is pretty cool. Now, the actual slots on the air filter where the actual line should be, the custom air filters that Rockstar have done in the past, they have actually been 3D, but that is just a texture. I think if they'd done it 3D, that would have topped it off. But that timing belt there in the engine bay is actually working as well. So you'll see it spinning when I start up the car. That is... it doesn't work. It doesn't work properly. So this is the problem I have when I'm importing cars. I don't know if it's my game version or if this is actually what it's going to be like in game, and Rockstar haven't put the right background scripts on for it. But that's normally what happens with my timing belts if I try to do them on my custom mod cars. So that is pretty strange. So we'll put the hood down. But I am pretty pleased with that engine bay. That is pretty good. So thank you for that, Rockstar. Just wish you would have done something decent for the actual Supra. Now this car does look pretty sweet. I am happy with how this looks. Now, I'm not a big muscle car fan, to be honest, but even still, I'm sure a lot of muscle car fans and anyone who are a fan of the latest Mustang will certainly be happy with this. I do want to do some mad stuff to it custom-wise. So if you do have any suggestions, do let me know. Do let me know down in the comment section, and we will throw them into the poll on the Patreon. Bumpers, front bumper. We've only got one splitter, but it's just different variants of that. So secondary carbon and sticker bomb. Not a chance of putting the sticker bomb on. I think we'll put the carbon one on so it doesn't interfere with that black lip we've got at the bottom there. Got extended skirt. That just makes it a bit flat. Possibly trying to make it look like an older car maybe. Or does the GT350R look like that or something? I'm not too sure. Then again, I'm not too familiar with Mustangs, so please don't attack me if you're a big muscle car fan. I'm not a big muscle car fan. What is that? So we've got a Mark 1 Ram bar. So it's some sort of like... reminds me of a bar that you get on the side of a truck. What is going on here? I don't know what that's supposed to be like. Is it? I don't think I like it unless there's sort of parts of the build we can put with it which will match it. If it's going to be some sort of mad off-roading build. I think we'll go with that carbon street skirt though. The rear panel. Oh, so that's the area around the lights, which is pretty cool. I did have an option like this on my custom Ruiner, which I've done, to turn it from like just a black poly bit to a coloured one. So I'm glad Rockstar have done that for those lights. Carbon, that doesn't actually look too bad. And then just a black rear panel. So that's what like what I had stock on the Ruiner, on the 6-star Ruiner. Now that black rear panel does look pretty cool, but then again with it painted it looks good as well. But it looks pretty mean with that blacked out rear panel, so we'll do it like that. The wheels, the stock wheels do look okay, but we'll put some fat, I do want to put some muscle wheels on it though. But then it's going to make the wheels smaller. It doesn't really suit it, I don't think, especially with it being a modern muscle car. Wangan Master wheels, they look pretty decent on it. That just reminds me of that dude in Blue's car. Quite out of the ordinary. That black steel looks aggressive though. Now the secondary colour changes just the wing mirrors, and it also changes the actual door handles as well, which is kind of an odd touch. Actually, black looks okay with a pearlescent on it. Accent coloured, will that change anything? Not that I can see unless it's doing anything in the engine bay. Trim colour, can't see it actually doing anything to it. Oh, exhausts. Whoa! So we've got two big bore center ones. Rally exhaust, carbon rally exhaust, dual big bore. I don't know about them being in the center though. So we've got skinnier exhausts, a bit tilted. They're the sort of like tuner ones. Don't think that's kind of suits this car. Unless you're going for a mad build. Twin aluminium novelty exhaust. So that's what you call a novelty exhaust. All right then. Probably not going to put that on it, but I do like those big bore ones though. It does look really aggressive. I think we'll go with the carbon dual big bore ones with that titanium burnt tip on it. Now we can also put fenders on, which are actually the mud guards. Suppose they can suit the build, but I'm not going to put them on for now. The grille. Now this is awesome. That looks really aggressive. Chrome sports grille, shark grille, Jesus. Grinder grille. What is going on here? I suppose that sort of suits up. That looks like it's going to eat your face off. I think we'll go with that carbon roadster grill. I don't want it like popping out too much. Now that sports grill has like, you can see the intercooler behind it, but there's just a big gap. So I'm not too sure I want to do that just yet. Shark grill. Now they just look ridiculous. Yeah, I'm going to leave those off for now. Hood, dripped hood. So that's just like what would be a stock one without all the scoops on it. Secondary carbon. And we do have some hood catches on there as well. There is a shading issue by the vent on that one. Rockstar made a mistake there. So we have catches on the carbon version of it. Bulkhead hood, so that would be as if there's a big supercharger on it. Vented hood scoop. Performance hood. That looks pretty mental. Rally spec hood. That looks pretty cool. That looks quite tuner, if I'm honest. And then we've got a vanity hood. So for the sake of changing the braces, we'll put that vanity on for now. So I do like that normal Vapid one though. I think we'll just go with the GT strut brace as usual. Right wing. So this is going to be the actual fenders. So we've got some body arches. Again, Rockstar have not changed the fitment like they did with the 190Z. Now I do probably know why they've done this, but it probably could be possible that they can do it. They just haven't put the functionality in the game yet. So having these arches on is completely pointless because the fitment is crap. So Rockstar, please give us some fitment tuning options, or at least change it so that when we put the arches on, it will give us good fitment. That is so annoying, man. And who would have chrome body arches? Right, so they probably would have looked decent, even though there's no front bit to the arches that just like cut up in random places. They don't really make sense, to be honest. If they were like welded pieces onto the body and they like slooped off, that'd be fine, but they don't. So I'm just going to leave them off for now. The roof, so we can have a stripped roof instead of like that little divoted bit in the middle. Carbon roof kind of looks good with it. Racing roof, so there's some vents in the top. Performance roof, some like vortex generators or something there. Got vents on there for the cabin. Also got a roof scoop. Some more vortex generators at the back. So I think the one we're going to go for will be the secondary stripped roof. Actually no, because you can see the black going. Oh yeah, we'll just go the secondary stripped roof. Spoiler. Ooh, got a big garage spoiler. That looks pretty cool, because I remember the Schwarzer that I done, I called one of the wings a garage spoiler, like the massive one. I doubt Rockstar are doing that in reference to that, but it's a cool coincidence nonetheless. GT spoiler on the back one, so we've got some mounts there which look pretty cool, which are ergonomic with the actual boot lid. Secondary GT spoiler, we've got carbon sports. So that's a new wing I've not seen before. Well, actually, it might have been the one that was on the comic, just slightly different. Secondary sports, carbon, aerodyne fin. So that's one that we've had on the Banshee before, just slightly different. And there's actually two like layers of the wing on it, which you can see at the back there. So that's like a swan wing, and then we've got a drag spoiler. So that's massive. It's like wider than the car. Jesus. Dovetail spoiler. So that's just like a little roof one, like a small little touch. That's pretty cool. But that chrome garage spoiler. So we can just have a normal garage spoiler, which is black, and then we've got the chrome garage one. Now, I'm going to have to put that big wing on it. I am sorry. Even though I've tried to go quite subtle around the rest of the car, I do have to put that big wing on it. It is pretty cool. It's also got the wires on the back as well, which come back onto the body. Suspension. Competition suspension. It does go quite low. Now, I just want that fitment to be a little bit better. There's a bit too much tuck on it for my taste. I would like the wheels to come out a bit more. Now, if you can lower this car as well, it's going to be dirt nasty low. Right, so that's it for the customization. I'm quite happy with that customization. There's quite a lot there. And now this wing is damn big. It looks cool, man. I would still love to do a wide body for all this, even though there is plenty of customization for it already, and certainly sort the fitment out. That's for one. But yeah, this is pretty awesome. Let me know what you guys think of this car down in the comments section. Do you like the customization? What else would you like to sim for it? Is there anything that I can do for it custom-wise? But let's just test it out in terms of handling. What's it like on the corners? It's got quite a bit of grip. Now those exhausts in the middle look pretty cool, especially with that wing as well. Oh god. This is a beast, this car. I'm glad with the customization options that Rockstar give us for it. Again, there are a few drawbacks. I did lose a bit of grip there. Ooh. But if you just feather the throttle a bit, you can gain traction back when you want to. Now the handling is good on this car. Is it in the muscle class? Yeah, it's in the muscle class. I imagine this is going to be pretty good in the muscle class for races. It's certainly very quick. Good at the corners. Oh dear. Right, so let's see what it's like on a straight. Can it do the perfect launch on the mid-drive speed boost? Oh, it can do the mid-drive speed boost. It's just done the perfect launch. Doesn't get up to speed too quickly, but it does launch good. And it does have a mid-drive speed boost. Not a massive one, but it does like a little kick. Yep, so it does just done a double clutch or mid-drive speed boost, whatever you want to call it. Now, once it's got to 80, it does take a while to climb from there. But even still, the acceleration is good. Right, so we'll try and lower it, and then we'll try and see if it'll drift. Oh dear. So I'm not able to lower it on single player. You might be able to on multiplayer, but it certainly tries to blow up on me. I'll try to shoot it in between the center cap and the bottom of the wheel. Just one last time. Okay, so you can't shoot the center of the wheel or it will blow up. But if you shoot in between the center and the bottom of the wheel, it should be alright. Damn, that is low at the back. This car is dirt nasty low. It is clipping through the floor. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think you'll have to change the skirts on that one so that it's not so low. But Jesus Christ. Hold on, let me change the skirts. Now, even if you change the skirts, it's still going through the floor slightly. That splitter, that second splitter that I put on it, I think has completely disappeared. You can see it just through the floor. So I'll take that front splitter off. Right, let's see what it's like in a straight line. Now, once you've lowered it, the mid-drive speed boost and the double clutch doesn't work. So we'll try it for a bit of drifting. Is it going to give us more grip, weirdly like it did with the Jester? Right, so can it drift? Oh! It gets its slide going quickly, the back end comes out and you can control it a bit. At least initial impressions. Now, it does get the back end out, but it does try and grip a bit too quickly. Yeah, see, it just... Unfortunately, you can't keep a slide going. So this isn't a decent drifting car, really. Ooh. But if you get the mid-drive speed boost going as you go into it, it's alright. But then again, it just grips again. So, it's quick in a straight line if you don't lower it. Drifting isn't really the best for it, but it does go dirt nasty low. It's got some good customization. It looks great in general. So I'm happy with this car. So massive props to Rockstar for this car. It's got a decent engine bay as well. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. Let me know down in the comment section what car you want to see me do next. And if you are new to the channel, do not forget to subscribe. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.